Assalamu alaikum and welcome to this week's hashtag Ask Aliza Kim. This week's question reads, how could we truly find our purpose on this earth? Okay, come on now. You gotta know that I can't answer this question, right? No one can answer this question for you. You're gonna have to take some time and figure it out yourself. But maybe I can give you some tips or some advice that maybe can set you on the right track. Okay, now I'm a Muslim, so I have to give the Islamic answer first for this one, all right? As Muslims, we are put on this earth to do one thing, which is to worship God, to worship Allah. But in that worship, there's many different types, all right? The first one is the religious worship, and this is, the most obvious. We pray, we go to the masjid, this kind of thing. The second way is to use our natural talents to benefit others. And that doesn't mean just only other Muslims, it means everybody, all right? And the third way is to convey the message of Islam. And there's many different ways to convey Islam, but it should always be conveyed with good words, with a good attitude, in a good way. Those three things put together they're kind of not easy. That's why you see different Muslims conveying Islam in different ways. I convey it in this way, another person conveys it in a different way, but I have a very different kind of audience, okay? And why do we do that? It's because we want as many people to go to our version of heaven, which is the only version. We want as many people to go to heaven with us as possible. My teachers always say, what's the point of going to a really fun place when you don't have anyone to party with? All right, so we want as many people to go to our heaven party as possible. All right, now those natural gifts that you're supposed to be using to benefit others, that's a little bit, like your question, what is our purpose and how do we find it? And let's face it, this is not something that we are going to answer in this video, but maybe I can give you some advice and put you in the right direction, okay? Usually, the reason why you've been chosen to be born, the purpose of your life, the reason why God puts you on this earth is something that is already within you. It's a natural talent. So start thinking about what is it that I can do that is so easy for me. And once I do it, people appreciate it. Maybe you're great at giving advice. Maybe you're a great leader. Maybe you're great at cooking, And so the people that you affect are going to be different. Maybe it's going to be your friends with the advice. Maybe it's going to be your colleagues with the leadership. Maybe it's going to be your family or your community with your cooking. But it's usually something that you're born with and something that you kind of hone along the way in your life experiences. And usually we have multiple talents, right? Usually it's not just one. It's like 2 or 3 or even up to 5 or more. But it's usually 1 or 2 only that we get to really specialize in. It's usually something that you don't even notice, right? You just do it. And then one day someone comes up to you and they're like, hey, you're really good at that. You've kind of helped me because of the way that you've done that or the way that you've said that or because you did that thing. And you'll be like, what? What did I do? I didn't do anything. But it's like that. It's something that flows out of you naturally and becomes, just a part of you and you don't even realize that you're doing it. Okay? And it doesn't have to be something huge. You don't have to be the next inventor of something that changes humanity. No, it could just be the way that you've raised your children. Just only your 1 or 2 or 3 children, or how many children you have. And those children are the ones that become world leaders. But you didn't do anything. You became their great parent. You think that it's nothing because you just did it, or it's that one piece of advice that you gave to a colleague that sparked them and it helped them so much, but you didn't even realize that the way that you say things is something that people latch onto, but it just comes out naturally. You're a great advisor. That's your thing. So the purpose of your life could be something small, but extremely impactful. So don't discount anything. Okay, I think you can, start thinking about those things that you're really passionate about or the things that just flow out of you naturally. And I think that would be a good, start to finding out what is your purpose? What have you been put on this earth to do? Okay? I hope this advice helps some of you. I know it's so hard to figure out what your purpose in life is and why you're here, but I believe that if you give it some time and give it some thought, you're going to figure it out. And then you'll be on your way to a purpose-filled life. Now, if you like this content, please make sure to share it with your friends and family. Make sure to also subscribe to all of my social media handles, and I will see you guys in next week's #AskAlizaKim. Assalamu alaikum. Bye-bye.